in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, you go make us proud.
Welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok Day. You know that already. Well, you don't see the caption already. Today, now the 6th of October 2025. We get information from an insider of very, very, sometimes we not know how things and they operate in the country. But thank God, social media day, plenty thing their way. Back then, it'd be almost impossible for we know, but now we know that. So anyway, we get somebody where now military police send for with this information for say the officer will be sanctioned, will be give the permit for make Jagaban get the free health delivery. They don't punish her. They don't send her on police training school. Then get her, then call it by, I think, they call the PTS, police training school, PTS. Now, for them, it looked like this now, like some form of punishment. But we they play the audio, we then send for we, and we also see on this the very person also raised the concern about the peacekeepers there. As soon as I know Sierra Leone are part of the mission there, where they are part of the country there, where they contribute troops in, whether it be for ECOWAS or AU or the UN in general. Because for we as a nation, we always have obligation for we. Given we passed, we know waiting be happen. If I'm not mistaken, more than 16,000 troops wouldn't be developed in our country, wouldn't deploy in our country where we get a civil war, and that's particular gesture what the international community be do, put we like what they say indebted. We owe that to other countries that themselves we need people and for go man then peace or maybe the situation. So the point what they make here is the country they send police them for go participate. It can be sometimes the military, but them police here they don't come. Of course, when we see the ceremony would then be all for them. A good number of them police here they serve, I think, one year 4 months. Some of them do 1 year 6 months. Now they don't return. Now the money where they for pay them. Imagine somebody don't go work 1 year, 5 months, 1 year, 4 months, 1 year, 6 months. They don't come, it don't pass 2 months. The money up till now no gets. And besides, now they don't also tell them say, in fact, not only 1 year, 6 months where you work for you get 1 year. I don't know if now they get the point. So I don't understand how somebody don't go work. 1 year, 4 months, 1 year, 5 months, 1 year, 6 months. But because you're not the boss, and an officer, any agreement, then clause and they inside it. Because I asked. An officer, the United Nations, they sanctioned then deal and then peace mission and they now Darfur, now Sudan, other conflicts leading places there. Then go don't tell the information to the police, say, okay, person can go 1 year, 6 months, or can now cut 6 months. I don't feel so. Anyway, we go look into that. On the clip or the play, when I go get that information the inside it. We also go look at APC seem for be confused. The reason we make people say it seem for be confused, it seem then they play the same like it's I mean when they say that well some people can say bongo foot, well maybe something like couldn't can say back, what dog the back, but the bet. Some people can say toothless bull, all kind of names you can look at because if today Minkailu Bidena Radio 98.1. I talk them where it's funny. I don't understand at all. It say the tripartite committee would form for implement the recommendation there. They not consult them. Government just take whatever they want for take. And I still work with them. I don't know. Anyway, I can't play along and listen. If it just makes sense. Anyway, and we also see the US don't raise fresh alerts September for their citizens the way they in a salon. For one, then they don't raise level to level 2. I know there are different categories there. We US the one the citizen you get the level 1, 2, 3, 4. As the case may be, but we'll explain to now waiting and the mean for now understand in detail. We see the foreign minister Timothy, they say that they can work behind the scene for make sure say the US remove Sierra Leone on the visa restriction. I will tell now deeply on what you mean behind the scene from very top sources them why possibly they're not going to pull with it. And the other day I've been into now, I think we had intimacy. One of the reasons we make Brian Hunt resign because not able to turn that decision as because if you don't assure the government say it work very hard because white man themselves anyhow you look at it and can get them sort of kind of a little bit of integrity then get small shame anyway. But don't they say them perfect? Not to that type of talk. Now I will talk on that Monday back, and we still let time for monitor and see how many information they get about the former U.S. ambassador. According to many sources who get behind the scene, that man make huge amounts of money in a salon. We don't go give a date, but we depend time for work. We get more information. We'll bring come from some of the area that we connect, and we see the Minister of Finance. When Sheku Fatamadi Bangura, they say inflation don't come down to 5.8%. In fact, just tap so you don't open a fresh challenge. Then this year, say there is huge possibility, huge opportunity. Come 2026, the economic landscape of Sierra Leone will be, something different, something, maybe more matured, more robust. They'll bring some laws to make sure that they collect revenue, robustly, even suggesting bringing courts, laws, just to make sure people pay their fair tax and raise money for the government. Anyway, we'll pay attention on that. We also see, and this, the African news, Morocco, the youth then, they're not left and give in government since they protest. And this very similar to what's in the happen Madagascar, where the Gen Z then say take up on the streets. As soon as I know, I'm sure plenty of people have been remember what and say Arab Spring, sometimes in 2014, where it started from Tunisia, it spread. we make the long-time leaders, Arab leaders, and they all lost in power. The Mubarak then, the Gaddafi then, the Ali, and others, but we don't know how this one will come out, but the youth they themselves don't take up that point. On the global affairs, France, then Prime Minister don't resign. You see, this I think that the 7th Prime Minister this in a short span of time. 7 Prime Minister. What does this tell you? A lot of people in the attribute to the loss of their strategic countries in the Sahel. Back then gets full control. Now French companies are in the run them country, and most of the time then they underpay for their resources and they next to nothing. But because those Sahel countries are now, more forming confederation, working together, and then taking ownership of their resources, it looked like they have starved France of vital lifeline of economic resources. And then you see what it happen now. Every 2-3 weeks, every 1 to 3 months, a prime minister they resign, which tells you that it's a serious political institution going on in France. We don't know how you go for Macron. In fact, a lot of people in the French people, and they call for let Macron resign and say it's time for let it go, let the man go waka, All right, so Fambul, as always, we're not done with Komon-Tok then. We jam-packed now, yeah. If you just join me with a different side, with a YouTube, with a Facebook, with a TikTok, with a Instagram, and it's how you feel comfortable for watch we, please consider that. But if you want to take a recommendation, pay attention on YouTube. Why? It's simple, because where you can at YouTube, you go able to save the video and come back anytime where you want go over. Well, me now, Mr. Komon-Tok, and today now the 4th of October 2025. They can just at the year they don't so almost Mondo left. Consider that. Anyway, they can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone.
All right, so straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. I just want advice in advance. What you want about for you is to be doctoral. In the sense we use AI, artificial intelligence, because we want to protect the identity of the person we send them to be. And we change the voice from man to woman, just like what we do on Body Juicing. And the AI don't help a lot, it gets an advantage. So instead of we put the voice when body go lost in job or you go get problem. So this one now, we know who that talk, not so. And we'll use the AI in this way, not so. All right, let's listen this message where they sent to me. They come.
Mr. Komon-Tok. Assalamu alaikum. Ayedusa. Adi body, adi job, adi oko. Adi family, mani rufaime. Ode, bad, still on the struggle. Iman, that man, na rosro de digi, Jagaban for this permit, for a program we beats for men, for gide or popule, and that friend, now my way. We made our documents for the police clearance to Jagaban. And mother here send human punishments PTS for 1 month. So I did my for you, Jagaban. The police clearance. Ella we should back up be 30 for our morning. Well. From last week, From last month to the Thursday, the money don't come. Now I need and send for you, but so you go. Titi they body the tonto no more. When me then go the money now. So the tonto it. I'll my for a better fight. But I did. They will be under. What I'm sorry for 3 months. Now that we didn't, then go yeah. Nobody know kind of fucking better fight. Wherever send the 1 year money now. And cannot all the money then go. Now for the 1 year 7 months. No 1 year then give me. The rights now for more can. But you can't that's the way and then I will get there. Mary book later money when I will don't get the information see. Then say around say 1 year money. For we. We'll bring money when I'm so tick. You bet today. Tati they were fuck the return to me. For me then give the money that to who account today. The no I'm going. Mono I don't put Trina. In the fire sale. Go right now, you man. Not all can we talk on any done for police. The business. They recruit police so nine they give the money, nine they bye. Paulo get coordinator. Not attorney. If not pictures and a coordinator we nine they buy all team. The guy then gets it the zoistic officer. And some back me coordinator nine they buy all team but in our sika all team I man. Iggy. And they buy all thing that now so plan on when they supply. You know what? They know I know knifey. What's here so plan the right thing? For no more me, the right for she. No but buy it in there. So the way they now the name of facilities and I had the coordinator. Well I know is your ultimate some venture the send them to me. Oh not Rob Mods Day. We expose Nago public. Nago give the attention of the big one there. You don't see. So let me catch lesson like sometime you host program today. We go Rob Mods Day.
All right, so Fambul, I don't know if I think like I say we just that in maybe not too clear. I will try for wouldn't they say I will try for paraphrase within the possibility for talk. Then work, some of them they work 1 year, 7 months. When they come, they can get only 1 year. This is an allegation. Now so the person now one of the people that we go anyway. Now allegation, now this allegation. I mean, police officers in the watch out, we get a lot of friends inside there. A lot of friends there. And he also talks the very person also talks the lady, I just remember the name, the name wouldn't send to me. I just call the name of the police officer where then say they don't punish her because he issue the permit. I will can't put one of the permits anyway. I just want to remember the name. I just want to send for me in order na the Padis audio or Nabia. I just remember the name. So that people will know. All right. Okay, I put at the pause quickly. I just tell her the name. Okay, so the person where they say I name Sajin Nasi. Sajin Nasi.
They say I name Sajin Nasi.
The name Sajin Nasi will be issued the police clearance for I think La puts the police clearance at the picture, let people and see the one we see in social media. We will put them for now. Just put them for other people and see. I think we get Anaya. I think so. Yeah. Okay. All right. So these are the police clearance. This way then be gay, according to information we get from even the person where they talk for Jagaban. Application for police clearance. I am directed to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 22 September 2025, burden on the above subject, and to state that it has received the attention of the regional commander, Freetown East. I am further directed to convey approval for you to go ahead with your International Day of Older Person, which is scheduled to take place on the 1st October 2025, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Achiga Mini Stadium. You are advised to abide strictly by the Public Order Act number 46 of 1965 and the road traffic regulation of 2007, which must characterize the conduct of your activities not to block the road for other road users, and also must not play loud music for you not to disturb peaceful citizens. All right, so this, according to the information we get, now the letter this, where the police acknowledge receipt of the police clearance, where they authorize say yes, so I can go ahead. But I don't know what's in play behind the scene. This, like I say, now it just came this morning to me as an allegation, say that the person will be approved this, but don't send her on police training school, PTS, as a punishment. You see, in Russian, there is a line, then get written like rab. And a lot of people away know Russian. When they say rab, it will simply mean like slave. But the other day, I tried for ask know the connotation. I asked me, what's in the connotation of this? Because like was an argument, but actually the word itself. Now, rab, if you, for like, you know, every word you get diction, you get connotation, you get diction, you get connotation. Diction, now the face value of the word, the pantap word, whilst connotation mean the deep meaning of the word. For example, dove. Dove now, you know, now like lost in a bird, now like bird way, peaceful body, but in connotation, particularly that white one signify peace. Now in the deep meaning. So each of these words, for you know, it's difficult for like translate, and I can say every language is unique on its own. There are words there where you're not able to translate into English. You're not able to translate it. You know, you go come close to her. So we get at the time for understand what's in Arab, what's in a tupoi. Now Arab, it's not about just being a slave. You're not person where each day on you. If they send you for do something, you know they question her. If they say go do something, you know, like Cortez dog, you know, they go straight to good one. And they get boku meaning. So I assume it look like now. So some of these people are now where they serve mother beauty, like rab in Russian rab now. You get Atnishenia rab. You get a relationship with a slave. Now that's it happens. So, but the connotation means you're out of control. In other words, you know, like a robot. You know, remote control. Possibly the remote control. Anything them press now. So it go far beyond what they even say slave rab. Again, we're not in a Russian class. Just itself will make points, let people understand. The reason I bring into this, because we know, say, by law, what we understand when somebody when the president can appoint you, well, you just swear to the Quran, you just swear to the Bible for serve the people of Sierra Leone, for serve the Constitution. I not ever see anybody will say, I they take oath for serve the president. You they take oath for serve the country. That's how I understand that. So why people in the turn rab? Why then the turn rab? Slave. Slave mean this that like I said at the top, pantap mean you become like you become like a toy. You become like somebody where not even gets conscience, you know, you will get understanding again that you know they get your independent thinking. Anything they say they do. Now with this, it's very sensitive. Whether actually come up from the powers that be, or from the ministers, or from Mother Bio. We don't know. But maybe one day, someday, where the dust go don't settle, we go there either, because a lot of people and get for conference. Me, sometimes, it can heavy for, conversation then from different part, not only from the police, from the military as well. We get for the count a lot of programs from disgruntled people and no more. These officers that already serve where, waiting in the talk, and some of them videos and audios and I don't listen. We don't put two. We get some of them back. Like I said, we don't left some of them first because we want a certain thing. We get a lot where we not hear out it. I don't see few, and we get more. Fumble, we get one news where we get the news where we get, or if we get permission. If we get permission for here, what's in me a series? I don't know if now they get me loud and clear. I don't know if now they get me. Now they get me. Now they get me loud and clear. What's in me a series? And this is not just funny person, not just ordinary person, from a senior figure. What's in me na salon about the police. It's shocking. It's beyond what? It's beyond shocking. It's too much. What they couldn't say in Russian, slishcom. It's too much. If I get star permission for couch now, it will be one of the biggest breaking news way for 2025. And like I say, I'm so privileged for gets, like the person who go for can call, gets, I will consider the talk out conviction because I follow the proceed. Them give me chance for that listen. The person who go for can call in name per other team and drugs, and juice. Lord just put us at the top. You don't know at the top. All right, so. It's shocking. I'm telling you, yesterday when I put the phone, it took me some time. And they cracked my brain. I said, no, not to you, fine. No, not true. It's not true. I still want to say not true. Not to say I don't believe the boss, but I want to me at that time, I didn't convince myself or say no. Use your professional skepticism for say not true. And that's make I not go talk until we get permission. We do further because the name will get for can call for you. So it's shocking. A lot of things within a don't tell you some will not ever talk on because of other things. I mean certain things they say more laugh. When they watch certain people, they will laugh. Anyway, Lord just left that side there. All right, so again, I'm not say the police in the watch. Yeah, maybe the IG go watch. Me don't know if an instruction, you give instruction, or maybe something that you just junior officers there. Now this information we get to, we don't know how to is it. We want to consider an allegation. We want to consider a rumor. Even though we don't play the clip now, it's up to now for now make a known. When I can pull press release, or I can go any sound when I feel comfortable for say, oh, what's Mr. Komon-Tok we talk so not to true, or not what we talk so not to true. This now we get. So don't put on for family or tap. We're gonna follow up on this one. All right, now another one we get for can look into, like you always say, how you sell yourself, and so the world they buy you. And in politics, now you get to master the trick. Politics itself, now a game. A lot of people in the call as a game. A lot of people in the and you have to agree because I think they go with. Would I be see talk this word Nasa Ayub? Nasa Ayub be talk something on Facebook. Once they laugh, the same way the election be the I think if they pull int against Samura Kamara about something like that. He say now two things you need left to God. Two things. One, football. Body are not depend on football. If you're not trained, you not get the best player there, You know, and they know Arsenal in the field and they know, they understand, like we not Chelsea, they see how they would say, people like, all man know, you know what they talk. So, we know what they talk. The football fans and understand what they talk. You get forget the acumen, you get forget the player, you get forget the coach, you get forget before. So football, God you are not depend football. No. God you are not depend football. I like him for that. It's another thing where God you are not depend. It's in a politics. Entity I got the put somebody. Now we own. Now we the deal with yourself. So what are the type of talk here is? If your position they talk this kind of way, you say the governments now they decide for choose inside their own cabal, inside their own party, would have to go represent it. Can you imagine? I'm not able to understand. I'm not able to understand. Don't they accept back? Don't then they kind of radio that they can grumble. What is going on? Somebody wake me up. I know they understand. Now, okay. When I listen, this man, what they can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah.
Fumble. Patience, I think I go still take from the part to side they talk about how they know and then go for team up against government for divide the country, they know want that division, they blah 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 blah. But the sensitive part I want you listen with funny way, unbelievable for possible within the sector. For let APC say they come and cry that say now ISL now madam you know the ISL people and then play and then choose for we people there. Anyway, no plan for now.
Majority of them say now the first class post.
What they come?
And the ones. Sierra Leoneans say even when government try for manipulate. So if you get people and they don't make their recommendations and the white government will now come back and say that in fact the PR system, not only the legislative arm, they want also introduce the executive arm where people already kick against that. So we APC don't make them clear. In the press statement where we just released on the 2nd of October, these are some of the things the whole state. In view of the foregoing, therefore, the All People's Congress adopts the following. 1, we condemn the plan on constitutional restructuring of our democratic system by the government. We completely reject the imposition of the PR system by the SLPP as a means to cling onto power by any means necessary. We call on the government to immediately cease all manipulative actions that undermines democracy and to respect the will of the Constitution and the people. We demand that the SLPP focuses on the real path to peace, the full and unconditional implementation of the Tripartite Committee recommendations, which is the agreed roadmap for credible electoral process. We call on all patriotic Sierra Leonean civil society, religious leaders, and the international community to take note of these dangerous developments aimed at subverting our democracy and to join us in demanding the implementation of the tripartite report. You see, 2 of the points that they speak to the tripartite reports in implementation. What it makes some people and the APC still get courage, where we believe so if we implement the tripartite committee recommendation to a logical conclusion, it's not go easy for let somebody rig election. This not for only favor the APC, this time for favor democracy, and this time for favor the path to peace. Because if we get clean democracy, a level playing field, transparent and credible process, at the end of the day, anybody will win. Nobody no go grumble. Nobody no go boycott governance. Nobody no go stage demonstration. They go accept the result. That is what we are asking for.
So on a concern about the tripartite, but according to the chief minister, they don't able to implement over 80% of the recommendations them and serve the reform they will get to do with the institution and the governance reform they will get to do with ECSL, Political Party Regulation Commission, and SLBC. We see the public sector reform units. We don't do that. They don't do the reform. And other things they don't do. And the chief minister say 80% of the thing they don't implement. But APC still gets concerned on, as according to UNIA, that then thing and the plenty thing inside that recommendation they not don't be implemented.
The chief minister working the talk. I don't know which planet it can be. If it can be in Mars, when one of the hottest planets them, or if it can be in Venus, where they are close to the sun, we're very hot. Because it can just say things no more without proper analysis of what they say. How can you just wake up and tell us you don't implement over 80 recommendations? When we all do, when I don't call me Naya and Golokata. Golokata are the head of the secretariat of the tripartite committee. There's somebody been there from ECSL. They all admit to the challenges that then the first challenges for implement, because some of them get for do with the law. Until they review the law, they're not going to change them. When I sit on 19.1, not to other side, when I sit on. Now this very chair maybe sit on. So how the chief minister will tell me what to sabi? It is wrong. And they tell you authoritatively, my sister. Say the majority of the recommendations have not been implemented. That's now one. Secondly, I also want to let you know, say some of their recommendations and they then time bound based on the tripartite committee report. They begin themselves timelines. Say we will implement this in 3 months, in 6 months, and the time they not elapse, they not implement most of it. So not to correct information and they at all.
So the committee, people who make up of the committee, you get the mayor, the member of parliament represented, they get Honorable Abukagbo and other people in that.
Now the side is all on pay attention. This is not the side, is the juicy side.
Even in the committee.
So how then people how they represent the APC now the committee can go back to the APC and tell them, say, now this and this we don't do now the committee, now this and this now we concerned and all.
Even in the committee, we are underrepresented and our concerns and now they will be done raised very seriously. Now, the other time we mentioned, we say, even Akisoya, we mentioned the mayor of Freetown, be even right. He raised series of concerns that they not even include themselves in some of the meetings then. How you go form committee for implement tripartite recommendation? The majority of them are government officials. Even Golokata State say, in most of the meetings the way they get, most of the one they would put on the committee are representatives and then they send. Because they are very busy, they are very engaged. The SLPP, not to everybody get ministerial appointment, not to everybody in a head of a department or agency. Then get other people like where them for don't put the APC and the SLPP. Now we didn't get the agreement for national unity. So for the form committee for implement the recommendation, it will be even. What I mean by for be even, it will be equally represented. But now this man number them put and then put the mayor of McKinney, then put the mayor of Freetown, then put the honorable Abukagbo. If they don't ask the party, the test will be the same people then at the tripartite committee.
So not aware about it, not okay.
Not a matter of aware, they did not consult with the party. These are people who respect and senior members
but
of
then
the
they represent the party now.
Now they did not consult the party when they made that decision. At the point now they were decided.
So therefore consult the party.
Without us concerned, and the party don't put together a body who for fully be in charge for the implementation.
So can you imagine? So how they got a kind of radio, can't talk. Una your party. Then they choose people and for go represent now on a critical way for implement. When I get the point, so 2023 election will be take place. It gets so much irregularities will lead to tripartite, the Agreement for National Unity, the ANU. Now, then count 80 to 84 recommendation. Then supposed to get then supposed to get a body. Then you're supposed to get a committee for make sure say all of these recommendations are implemented on a timely basis. Then, according to her, they're underrepresented. That is one first. But the shocking part is that even the people from the APC where they represent them, they are not from the more or less like they don't get the blessing of the party itself. Meaning that government now just selects them. So the question we go ask. So is it, you say, even try for, ask, say, but how they go work for now? Don't know approve them. Anyway, you left 2 more minutes. Now listen, where confusion. Like small picking, I know they understand. Just makes sense to me. somebody there beg who open the line when I make her understand about how is it possible government to go appoint people inside APC and APC not approve them. Don't almost here don't left sooner. Almost the chief minister said they don't do 80 recommend. I mean, they don't do 80% of the recommendation. They don't implement 80%. He left 20%. And now they can't radio can cry. That's why we see now two things you know they left to God: football and politics. By the way, other guy they behave so. I see them foul. Lord, just take this 2 minutes now. Done with them.
Of the tripartite recommendation.
So what they want to do now, so the party not recognize them?
No, that is not the point. Let's get this clear. I know they are for say ill about anybody or for disrespect anybody. The Honorable Abukabo is the leader of the opposition in parliament to respect or respect in position. But if you want to appoint them, you for consult to the party, who will give people away get the luxury of time.
So this one I don't make a known to the committee.
Not to one, not to two times. Officially, we don't make a known, we don't raise them, even where the moral guarantors and come, we raise the issues they have with them. They held meeting with us at our party office. The chairman of the party, the deputy chairman, secretary general, they raised the issues there. The Honorable Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane, in all of our meetings, he don't raise them. In all of our...
So, I don't know, Fambule, do you help me understand? Una one party, una no able control them. Una your members, they go represent you, don't not approve them, not happy with them. Then still they go on. Don't, now raise them on the reason concern. Now raise them on the, these are the opposition, so. And a critical area for implement, for like what happened in 2023, we not get another tripartite again. They couldn't say wonder shall never end. Never. Anyway, maybe I don't understand and final, but the way me, I don't know if in Spanish should be the talk, but this way. Anyway, no tap outside it. Now go on the next one. We see the American government pool advisory. Now we just Sharon. I'm sure a lot of people don't see it, but some people are not see it. This is not new. Now updates the updater per se. Now this then pool. Now this then pool. All right. Now we just share them for now. Travel advisory is in September update. Then say travel advisory level 2. This now the Department of State renew its travel advisory for Sierra Leone on September 25, 2025. There was no change to the advisory level or indicators. The advisory summarized was updated. Now, last year, then they pulled the same. I make them say there's no change, that is same. The same report, every year they update based on what they do as a country in terms of the thing they don't raise, the concern. Let's see why then they want the citizens way for O1 plan for Guna Salon. Level 2 mean exercise increased caution, meaning there are four levels. Level 1, you can go to that country, no problem. A claim. Yeah, the American government are happy. They're happy with for let you go there, no problem. Level 2, like now they see so increase caution. Increase caution, take time. But why they increase caution? Crime, unrest, health issue, exercise increased caution in Sierra Leone due to crime, civil unrest, and inadequate health infrastructure. Take your time. Advisory summary. Violent crimes such as robbery and assault occur frequently in Sierra Leone, especially in Freetown. Police struggle to respond to serious crime in most places due to limited resources. Do not travel outside the Freetown Peninsula after nightfall. There are increased safety hazards and security concerns at night. U.S. government employees in Sierra Leone are prohibited from travel outside the capital after dark. The U.S. Embassy in Freetown cannot offer emergency services outside Freetown at night. Okay? Unrest, demonstrations and protests occur in Sierra Leone and occasionally result in violence. Protests can happen with little to no warning. They often developed around political issues, large events, or holidays. Health concern. Sierra Leone health infrastructure is inadequate. health facilities, services, hygiene, and quality control do not meet US standard of care. Pharmacies are not well regulated. Locally available medication may be unsafe. Make sure you have medical or travel insurance that include medical evacuation. Be sure to bring enough prescription medication to last the entire duration of your trip. All right. Okay, so Famula just break this one. This line, the government of US America, the advice in citizens, including employees, the way gets under no account. In fact, lawful, allowed for let any of the employee travel outside Freetown at night. For say, if you decide for travel outside Freetown at night, you go get problem. They not get no emergency for offer you. You don't make them clear. Why? Because crime, just the crime. We police were supposed to fight the crime according to them. They're inadequate. Another one, not get enough resources then for meet some of those challenges and crime, then robbery, then assault, and unrest, civil unrest, protests can come up from back then, from nowhere. If it happened to, I don't know, so 50 fata. Well, I think this year it looks cool, but still take the same information, say it's still with the health. They even talk, say the pharmacies what we get no regulates them, meaning that the medicine counterfeit, it could be counterfeit, and also they know they travel for make sure say they get enough prescription for last the time we then get for good thickness salon. So more or less, nothing not change from the last one. So let's just categorize them for now. You get level 1. Level 1 mean the country, okay, you can go there. Level 2, na caution, na advice. Level 3, they even go there safe. Then they they warn you, that increase, it's very serious. Now level 4, then they say no even go safe. No even go. These are the 4 level way that they categorize as advisory. Just like any responsible, government, then they look after the citizens, and therefore, then they put some updates here for let them know what thing for do just in case. All right, so I think this line.
Let me talk about the visa ban with the US. I'm sure this September they complete the 90 days or so, the time where for elapse, the way the ban for elapse. Which status we they presently? The US, we're talking about accepting people them where they think say them for send back home. How many people will accept?
I tell you what, people come on a daily basis, and
let me talk about the visa ban with the US. I'm sure this September they complete the 90 days or so, the time where for elapse, the way the ban for elapse. Which status we they presently? The US, we're talking about accepting people them where they think say them for send back home. How many people will accept?
I tell you what, people come on a daily basis, and we are working fairly with the United States. I've always said, somebody who gets enter the United States with a Sierra Leonean document, if that person is illegal and the United States feels that person for come, it's a responsibility of my mission in Washington for help the United States Department. We're responsible for that, for ensuring.
Do you verify if they are Sierra Leoneans?
We do. We have a committee that is constituted by a representative from immigration, by a representative from foreign affairs, by a representative from NCRA. They do the vetting, and when they do the vetting, if they prove say that person traveled to the United States with a Sierra Leonean document, where means in a Sierra Leonean, would they facilitate the repatriation of that person.
How many people are we talking about?
I don't have the statistics, but since...
Well, you said something on the cam. How much?
I don't have the... I don't want to quote an untrue figure, but we have been cooperating with the United States, and these matters have been resolved. You spoke about 90 days. Nobody said by 90 days they were going to lift
They're
up.
going to review.
Yes, every 90 days, the State Department in the US, they review, right? And we've been working with the US ambassador to Sierra Leone for find ways for improve on some of the requirements that are needed with the other relevant agencies and ministries, Ministry of Internal Affairs and all of that. Some places and some things and they want to digitize. We need to digitize them. We've been doing our best. Speaking to the US ambassador and to my other colleagues that are affected by this visa suspension, my colleague in Ghana, in Togo, and my colleague in Equatorial Guinea, we are in the same situation. A lot of people were shocked at this, and we're all taking remedial measures for improve on we visa process with the United States. But also, like in the case of Sierra Leone and these other countries, it was stated, say the overstaying of we citizens them. And the visas here referred to, student visa and tourist visa, these are not visas that are facilitated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. These are not applications covered by our diplomatic note. These are ordinary citizens applying to study in America. These are ordinary citizens applying on their own accord to the United States Embassy in Freetown. Now then they go and then they overstay and do all of these things. The report did not say people who go with service passport or diplomatic passport that have been serviced by the Minister of Foreign Affairs are overstaying in the United States. So it is our collective responsibility to educate the public and plead with our compatriots where they get them privileges as where they go, they should not misuse these privileges. And we also call on citizens that way don't overstay for made and give consideration.
Let them come willingly.
Well, if you went willingly, let them come willingly. So what do you want to say? So you want to create a defense?
No, I'm just asking you. You're the minister. I'm not talking for them. I'm just asking.
But you ask me, made them come willingly?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you are there illegally, the best thing to do is to come
voluntarily.
Absolutely.
Let them show up and come. Will the ministry provide any support for them, any incentive?
In the first place, it is our responsibility to take care of our citizens. But this category of visa, when people they go, like I said, it is not to the knowledge of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, nor to the facilitation of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We have to be responsible citizens. I would rather, if I was in a similar situation, circumstances are different, but the right thing I will do is to save the name and image of my country and create the opportunity for those who are deserving of studying in the United States, for get them visa and those who have business opportunities for bring benefits to this country, that they also will have that opportunity to do so if my action of coming back home for make sure that the rate of overstay is reduced, I will do so.
Okay, all right, so we get una kinsenama una get people that will let the country. The man don't make it clear. He say if you know to be minister, if you may be ordinary person, you don't direct, you don't send and go America. But he looks in country, they want get bad name. He come back na the country. I don't know if not the yeah. You see people elect the country. I don't ever clap for politician, but this guy clap for don't put her so. Imagine if you know to be minister, you know he gets no position of power. In a be ordinary person. We know how salon day. We know say, look, there was a survey where come out one article where they say more than 70% of the people in a salon, the youth man, then they want left the country. Including the one way educate to get job, people they want left. 70%. But Intel we now say if in be there as ordinary citizen, in America, do you say in country one get bad name, in go there for go study, he say they return back for let country no get problem for let other people and benefits. My God. Anyway, thank God. Anyway. Well, no comment, no Zoom. Or just left that side. Now let me give you what in go tell you now radio. Okay. Let's tell you what in go tell you. I did tell you what in go tell you. First, yeah, you were mentioned the US ambassador, Brian Hunt, be they work with the government seriously for make sure say when they review this 90 days, then for pull the Sierra Leone out of it. And this, plenty of people will not be know this, some they know. Brian Hunt and Madabio now body them. Now body them. And then go to the same school, you know that, the same alumni. And then go to the same American university, I don't forget, what are the university itself? American University Bar, the university where Madabio go. Now, and also them sit on the same class, but at the same college. But apart from that, then get strong bond. Nine man. This one, I don't know. A lot of people will not be know this. I will tell them now, nine man. One of the reasons we make the American government go very reluctant for Giwi, for Pulwi, now because American government be want for make Salon get a digitalized or centralized. This not of on Marabian government alone. Even successive governments, even then try for put this case to even it became time where be in a power for say there should be a system, a database system where if somebody apply for American visa, the American consul for get access for go now with system and then go verify this. This now a very serious information that they give you. Not tough information. Now this what you know will tell you on radio, now on air, on TV. Now they tell you so. But let's just play something here. I think to some extent I want side with government. Fambula gets this one. Oh, for this one I want side with government. What does America want? If you apply for get visa, you send marriage certificate, you send bank statement, for example, you buy certificate, you send your passport, you send land documents, then for you to get access to a system for verify, say the documents say what you give, you're authentic. When be the able justice of the peace, not so. Then part they would sit on immigration back then. You give them 5,000, 10,000, they make for you paper, they don't scrap now, which is a good thing at one step because those documents and Bokura then at the embassy where I mean you can just get 10,000, they make them for you in the streets. So I want, like I say, I want side with the government. America know they allow we for going at a central base. Then central information, you know, they're not a joke with what they say. Data, the citizen information. No, for protect the data privacy. No, they're not a joke with that. There are series of laws where they bar from foreigners and for get access to that. And now that's the want. So this condition be done from EBK in time when the American government be the push for let's alone build this system and then be planned for then be promised for sponsor Sierra Leone for even give it some money for set up the database where you're not able to hide again. If you take birth certificates, then at the system where you go submit that birth certificates now the embassy, then get access and can just get maybe then type, then go verify say this is authentic. But the government of Sierra Leone during EBK time, even to Madabio, now the same issue and same. Like I say, I decide with the government for national security. Yes, Sierra Leone will poor, will not get money, we want party, this, that. But for less somebody can get access to the database, privacy, all information, I think that it's too much. It's too much. What's in the American government they ask for Sierra Leone for do, it's too much. I might be, I mean, everybody gets your opinion now. So me just look at from a nationalistic point of view, for the American embassy get access to all the information, with immigration system, with that, with birth certificates, all in the disposal. It's too much. It's too much. We just struggle as a nation, but it's too much. So these are the key. The other one, the law left there. Not all we will talk now radio, but these are one of the key na TV rather. This is now one of the key stumbling block where the American government don't they push over the years for let the Sierra Leone government do it, and they're ready for help we for set up the infrastructure and give you money so that we're not gonna forget issue like this. But yeah, we are. I know now you say me I fit say the government's position is fine for me. I'm okay with that, I'm okay with that. Let them find another way back where them go talk to her. Trump, I must say I don't left for her. 2 to 3 additionals until we don't forget about Sudan at Trump, So another person will come, maybe we will get a better relationship with her. Anyway, we'll tap that side. So the next one where we go bring Kanto now. As always, we're not done with surprises here again. But this, the surprise because the only thing we left for do now, we need for markets we country. We need for markets, Fadima, for example, who sell at the wall, let other finance minister then can lend time. This guy a magician, literally a magician. It don't reduce inflation from 54% in 2023 to 5.8%. My God. We get Brendan. Yeah. We get Brendan. Hey. We get Brendan. Ha. Okay. Let's just put what a plan for do next year. Yeah. And they can't put for now what a plan for do next year. We get Brendan. Yeah. From 52%, from 54%, it did now at 5.8%. My good God. God is great. Okay. Let me just take this on. Time don't beat you anyway, but we'll manage for no bring calm this. We'll squeeze no bring calm this one. We'll manage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now
On September
Komon-Tok.
11, the Ministry of
In case you
Finance,
don't
in
know.
partnership with the Ministry of Planning, convened a high-level national policy hearing in Freetown.
I am very, very pleased this morning to present an overview of the priorities for the fiscal year 2026, which align with the aspirations of the government under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio.
The event was structured in 2 parts. The morning featured policy hearings focused on the Big 5 game changers, budget reforms, and strategies for domestic revenue mobilization.
I also wish to commend our colleagues in the economic management team, particularly the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Sierra Leone, for their steadfast work in stabilizing the exchange rate, reducing inflation to single digits, and restoring confidence in our macroeconomic framework. I think they deserve an applause.
With the law passed by the Ministry of Finance, we now have opportunity for state participation. 10% free undiluted carried interest in any large-scale mining. But the government now has an option to take up to 30% equity participation, which provides an opportunity for direct, predictable access to the flow of resources after tax from the operations of those mines. I think that's a smart law that was passed. And I want to thank the Ministry of Mines for that. The responsibility for the government, the responsibility is to implement that law.
There is no better time to look for innovative ways to finance our development than now. There is a pressing need to look inward to mobilize domestic resources.
Later in the day, formal presentations were delivered, followed by an interactive session where audience members posed questions and shared perspectives.
1.12 billion worth of minimal assets left the country last year, 2024, in these minus figures. Of that, government only got $49.4 million, which is a 4.4% state share in the minimal assets. So 95% plus left the country. On the surface of Tombolini North, which is scrapable, not drilling, scrapable, we have 36 million tons of land or projects. My investment partner projects that we can possibly scrape that off and finish it off in 9 years' time. So I'm not great with figures, but 1.8 billion divided by 9 years means government will have an annual revenue of $200 million.
This is not rocket science. That's what the Ministry of Mines is there and the Ministry of Finance is there. We should both work together to do what? To make sure that that initiative is done and done in a very deeper way, even including our people in the community. That's how, because I think when the state participates, it is the responsibility of the state to build and develop the infrastructure, beginning from where the resources are exploited. So that's the approach that we're using, and we'll change this entire narrative around mines and mining. I think that's the approach, and in the beginning from 2026, you'll begin to see how this dynamic reflects the way we are thinking in the country. You had all this noise around Kasafoni. The Kasafoni noise was to ensure that we start telling people that it can be done right. It's a deliberate policy of His Excellency. This is not something we are imposing on manufacturers. It is his vision, and he said, let's do it right.
Talks a lot about using our innovative skills in the different departments. For CISA, we're able to generate revenue. We even go to the extent that corporates, those who fail to pay their taxes, a court system is going to be set up for them, wherein they will be brought to law and then they will be forced to pay their taxes.
All right, so again, that's not the new proposal. As soon as they want to broaden the tax base, generates more income, and then put some laws there for make sure say those people that way they evade tax, then bring them back to book and make sure say them pay them fair tax. Again, I know the question we ask me inside the money and they go. We don't able tax. We don't ever get any government in the history. We don't tax citizens and heavy. We don't tax which is government. We don't ever get it. With all kind of ridiculous tax, wealth tax, land tax, waka fine tax, whatever tax no more. What people and think no more. Everybody, but then they give them quota. Say when they give you as a minister, when they give ministerial position, you have to tell the government how much they bring down. So basically, you have to also, you have to sit down at the ministry, creates, anything where they bring down money for the government. But anyway, we just still bring a camp for now. Now we go to the African news, so they go Morocco, quick one, but they can just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
From online platforms to the streets of Morocco's major cities, the message from the frustrated Gen Z youth is loud and clear. Our voices will not be silenced. The leaderless movement is calling on the Prime Minister to resign and demanding reforms to public health care and education.
Health and education are vital. Problems have piled up, and the context of this movement is the corruption said to be widespread in healthcare.
The unrest began in the city of Agadir after at least 8 pregnant women died last month in a public hospital. The tragedy exposed the severe lack of funding and staff in Morocco's healthcare system. Protesters claim the government prioritizes large-scale infrastructure projects like those for the upcoming World Cup over vital services. Their anger further fueled by a cost-living crisis and the vast disparity between private and public healthcare.
In the current circumstances, if I'm asked to go to a public hospital, I will refuse. Like many Moroccan families with limited income, we borrow money or sell possessions to go to private clinics if we can get proper treatment.
The demonstrations started peacefully, then escalated midweek into violence, mainly in suburbs lacking social services. Authorities reported several people had died and hundreds injured, mostly security personnel. Hundreds of people were arrested across the country. Human rights groups have expressed alarm over the security response.
We don't want it if it's not peaceful. The protests began peacefully and we want them to remain peaceful. We want legitimate demands and rights that every citizen is entitled to. I think the government must respond to these demands for real change.
All right, so that's now North Africa, precisely Morocco, where then we get the protests still they go on, but it all reduced then this year due to security crackdown, heavy crackdown. Several people are reportedly killed. All right, so now we go now France quickly. Usai, the prime minister don't resign.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That breaks out of Paris, and the new prime minister in the job for just a few weeks has resigned, and it comes just a day after he announced his new government. Sébastien Lecornu, who is 39, handed his resignation in to the French President Emmanuel Macron this morning, and that resignation has been accepted. Let's bring in our Europe correspondent, Alistair Bunkle, for more on this. So, Ali, look, we've already seen the reaction to this news as France's political crisis deepens as the euro drops.
Yeah, I mean, this resignation has come kind of completely out of the blue, and there doesn't seem to yet be an obvious reason for it. Only 13 hours ago, Sébastien Lecornu tweeted that he had successfully formed a new government and spoke about the challenges facing that government to pass a much-needed budget, something that his predecessors failed to do. And now, early this morning, his resignation has been handed in and accepted by the President Emmanuel Macron, leaving Macron in a real crisis because he is going through prime ministers very quickly, too quickly, really, for his position to remain stable for much longer.
And it's the 7th prime minister that he has had, and as you rightly point out, Ali, at this stage there is nothing clear as to the reason behind this sudden resignation when he just yesterday announced his new cabinet. But we've seen the political reaction already in France, haven't we, from the opposition? The leader of the far right, Jordan Bardella, saying that they are now very close to voting out this government. And there were concessions made, as I understand it, by Lecornu when announcing his cabinet yesterday, that perhaps were meant to assuage some of the fears of political opposition, but it doesn't seem to have done him any good.
No, I mean, his predecessor, François Bayrou, went in very hard with a pretty dramatic budget proposal, which included cutting two of France's public holidays and making around 40 billion euros worth of savings. And that just wasn't palatable to many in French politics, but also to the country itself. And so Lecornu needed to find a sort of a middle ground, if you like, both a sort of budget to help address France's economic problem.
All right, so that's now France. Like I said, they go through a difficult time. We see how protesting done the turnouts, in terms of how people perceive this. As you know, the previous prime minister be proposed for cut 40 billion from the budget itself for save, because literally enough money not there for and over on terms of spend on social services. If you check what's in them be the get, a lot of people believe say now the Sahel nine causes the Sahel. For example, Niger alone, then they get uranium there, like 0.000 they buy by cents, and they buy in terms of the uranium there by kilo or so, whilst the market value is more than 200 to 300. You can imagine. So technically, it seems as if they get some for next to nothing. But I think now Donald Trump be talk say France could have at least built one nuclear reactor for that country. If you find out if more than 60-80% of the people they struggle for electricity, and then they get electricity from Nigeria, whilst France gets several nuclear reactors there where they pump for the energy, and some of the fuel also they get, some of the resources now from that country. You see the thing, so this. A lot of people argue say it gets effects. Of course, Burkina Faso don't go, Mali don't go, Niger don't go, Senegal, the last two put them they don't go. I think they get small relationship Abidjan, but so they get free for 9 degree free. They get it can difficult. That make I think Italy then prime minister at one time they say if not to because of France, France in African colonialism, France for this 17 at the world in terms of economic for this 17. I don't know right now side this stuff. I don't remember the last time. I think I don't even remember the last. We'll check for another day. But I just remember I think that like 2 years ago we make that statement say if not to because of the money they get from France. Where they get from Africa, from in colonies. As you know, up to 10 Africans, African continent, they use the CFA, where now France, the printer, send them to them, and then they keep 60% of that money, now France, central bank. And the central bank, they use that money, they trade on stock, trade on the world markets, the France stock market as well, and the global market in general, without even accountable to them people, and they forget them the full benefits, the full money, the full profit where they make at the global markets where they trade with their resources. So you can imagine technically they get free money, and then we get all of some they get some other arrangements with the colonial the former colonies for pay colonial tax, and they pay country there. Now a lot of people argue why me for 18 stand because of the brutal nature of France. France left there, but they make sure say then drain them, then cocoa them, then give them combo, then pay that colonial tax was too heavy for them, and instability become the order of the day. But anyway, the longer short of it, this now a wake-up call for Africa for say, look, we don't pass the threshold. That cry. We don't done. Everybody take care of it. See now then country. A clear nationalism is taken foothold now. The thing we call globalization, I think we wipe off. We're not even consider it, and it's true. Everybody have to look after himself. The world itself, everybody now self man come first. Self. Not just to Jesus Christ. Go for go die for boss, to so. So no continue and go die for nobody again. So you then as a lot of you say, okay, international community, they can help you think again. Yeah. Anyway, let's have the program now. At least we don't exhaust the points there. We don't go over and above self what you plan to. Anyway, so if you just join me on the program today, we'll look at one message where we get from the police. Police source source from the police say the police officer will be issue the police officer will be issue that clearance that don't send on a PTS, police training school, as a punishment. And we also look at APC, they don't cry, then say government or the tripartite committee go choose people and way and not consult them, but then still my God, they still, over one of your own party, they can't cry back. When they go raise concern to international community, to the mediators, when they cry raise and self. Like small picking there, and oh my good God, I don't understand. Like small picking there, for God's sake. Anyway, we look into her, and we also pay attention briefly on the police. Then police will be go work na UN, then they cry for support. They cry for let the police then pay them, and we talk about government of America don't raise level 2 for one citizen, and of course the visa restriction. The foreign minister said they work on hard, and the minister of finance say the the inflation don't go down to 5.8 now. All right, and Morocco protests, as well as, of course, France, where then Prime Minister do we're at the number 7. Well, any of the issues that we found interesting, we want to comment on, we open up the car on the line, and of course, we see a lot of messages there. We will definitely pay attention. Nina, Mr. Komon-Tok, we can just now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you day, it no matter. Anytime where you go, it no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one. Inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
All right, so family, no, sorry, I'll be connect. Yes, we get the first call from the Abdul from the US. Abdul, thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening or good afternoon to everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Mr. Komon-Tok, not so because APC they behave left the donkey where them be, means say SLPP for the take advantage. The bully, he pass mark. And I tell you, if things continue for go like this, the day where APC will stand up and say, enough is enough, we know they take them. I don't think say some of we go let possibly country degenerate into any chaos. So then got to be careful. We see a clear situation as Sierra Leone. We the people in a problem. We see a clear situation as Sierra Leone where the SLPP grabbed and bribed some fraction of APC members, then gets away with that. Who do we blame? We blame the entire APC for that. And we left the Huawei bribe. Now, two things they go wrong from bribery. The man we give and the man we receive. And all that's wrong. You know, the other thing I will let for say, if time permits me, I want to say any country we want Sierra Leoneans them information or their database, if them pay for it and they get them. We then they get them because we get a government will not care about in people. You ask me why? The day I see them begin to take care of them push people, I don't say yes, they're serious about the citizen. If they get rid of Bolly Jones, I don't say they're serious. Not all this government tell we say we ID card and go print on Helsinki. How them print out of data then send? If not true, say them print on it. But yeah, many people are not going to tell me nonsense. Thank you.
All right, Sablo, thank you very much. Now on the area of you know, There is will be there with small one. I'm sure plenty people will recall. If you're not a kid, what they accept bully. Sometimes you have to stand up to a bully. If they bully you no more, this guy then can't knock you, they gonna continue to bully you. So me, I don't know, but what in government they do so now because they don't get in the way. If he's somebody able to talk for if they bully somebody they talk, the bully they continue anyway. Now we check here about quick one and we take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Oh, the great Baba Tunde. Thank you for joining us. Hello? 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 All right, look like say we know they get some. Okay, sorry about that. Maybe you will call back, but we know they get you loud, we know they get you at all. All right. Okay, let's see if we go. Okay, let's see if we get this one. All right, so they had another voice. Okay, we don't miss this one. Yeah, good, Babatunde. You can call back because the line will be connects. Okay, we don't miss this one back. Okay, let's take this one. This Ahmed from the UK. Ahmed, you get the platform?
Hello?
Yeah, Ahmed, you get the platform.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thanks for the analysis.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Ahmed, you look like say your line cut off. Okay, Ahmed, let's put another person. You go call me back, yeah? Your line looks see itself. We take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, I do before I come on top.
Yes, so
This time more, and they call from Canada.
oh, thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Yes. Reporter, APC, and I get no regret of putting they go on because I'm not late for the waiting right for the people of Salon. Therefore, TINAP, for letting them can't sit down. It's so shameful. APC will be no before and now. You know, they ever be compared. It's not too late. Una they can't sit down every day. Una opponents and they can't say they don't implement the tripartite. 80%. Una they can make voice. But on the same one they come back, they condemn. And the first don't debunk for this tripartite. So what's not the problem? If they want to make sure say they come back na power, no not let it. Una win election. Una say more left more fed for the one who not get it. Now for implementation, so una the fed, you wanna say no we left all the winning where we don't win. Salon people and come on middle left to people they go vote. Some of them they lose their life because of this election. Yeah, una sit down, una say no left and no go 2028. The one we get na hand, you know, fed for implementation. I need so una the type now. What about 2028? So una not see, una not even see 2026. So una don't begin cry. Make them TINAP so long. Like what people can talk and we might say TINAP so long that they don't happen. Mother be away ready. Now take the lapa. Now it's tired. You say in the woman. Now it's tired. Now in the deal with them so. So APC now let it, my brother. Let them TINAP. Let them join with the progressives. Don't fight for this election. Justice now wants that we can't see. But they're all the betrayal. They don't betray Salon people and they will regret them. No. Not say it's what they come on for them. This not just. What they say, they coax them first, then they come through. My brother, now that I want for tell Unaya. Now thank you, Papa, for expose them. Let them come confess. I don't know more, Papa.
All right, thank you very much. We had another voice. Yeah, the great Babatunde. Thank you for joining us. Your line not be connect.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good afternoon to the Komon-Tok family.
Good afternoon, sir.
You see, Salon don't sorry. We there. The country is being captured by a group of barbarians, demonic and inhuman set of people. They're not going to stop at anything for achieve their wish and want. Then get a particular and a specific wish for that country there. So they can do anything And some people and there, what they see after I don't look, some people and there then get integrity, but like, them people I don't dominate the country with fear to a point where even the man with integrity self not get mind for showing integrity. Now that they go on the country. So like them people for say, I mean, not for underestimate them, that's a wrong statement. Because like it's like you elogizing them. They are just a set of people that you can say you do not expect any much from. Because they are very inhuman, very demonic, very barbaric. Not much not they expect from them. Not a mortal man there. If not, why would I chief election? You know? I mean, I would just let God help with country. Let God free with country bandits.
All right.
When people make one mistake, they not keep chick behind though. So them be not keep chick behind though, so them they misuse people their rights.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah. Let God help we, yes, sir.
Let God help we.
Thank you very much for the audience.
Yeah. Thank you for
everything. Holding the constitution, remove 10 parliamentarians. The courts endorse that. You see how I start the whole thing. Now, in with the face show today. When you get a government, a country, which are parliament stay in bed with the executive, that country is finished. The parliament will hold the executive accountable, and above all, because certain clauses in the certain resolutions in the, even if the parliament pass them, if you not be in line with the constitution, the courts, the judiciary, come in because they give overturn them. But without any that judiciary, without any the Supreme Court, we should see in Kenya, other countries, and they stand firm that the Supreme Court, my brother. These are the institutions we might have you don't muscle down. So what in APC they talk about? They say 30 people for implement this all this implementation. We now get 3. Imagine, look at the ratio. It's just terrible. Look what did happen today in that country today. Look what the Minister of Finance is telling 5.8. Go look at the economy, look at the spending, look at the way of life of people. That they tell you this and people they believe in that. The border is terrible. These people waiting, they win election, they say we could live for 2028. I don't think it's 2028 election ever for me. Now joke they joke me, brother. We could not underrate the quietness of these people. The common man who is facing no money, no get no power.
Thank you very
they
much,
get power.
Ahmed, for your contribution.
Of them.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ahmed. All right, maybe this will be the last one for tonight. Yeah, Jubila from New Jersey.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening. How you doing, sir?
Baya, now you do it for no man. Let's tell you the movie.
You know, so movie then the way the play, the vex by the police and the extra. Now I see the person, the vex first one. The vex man in the extra say, boy, don't say we make this movie, but if I don't make this man die first. It's like I was talking about laugh about it. I put a salon. High blood pressure. People are like going to month picky yesterday. No matter the other, the blood pressure quiet. Everything happens to that tribalism. That ain't going to destroy Africa. It will continue to destroy Africa. People, tribalism. They see you comping, trust in a common and the man tribe. They see the man, they unbog the country, so they be in a state. They say, man, me na, sheki man, me na, but anybody confused. APC then focus on order for be flag bearer. They all the one. I don't even know 1,000. They do the all one be flag bearer. Samoa right now Not left honest force because all them people who they hold these podiums, who then they team up they talk, who they know for tomorrow be enough for all salon glass cups for the Inquatana and Escoma, then they all left force. I don't tell you this three apparatus there for expose Boku people in Samoa and one, Samsuman and another one. Samoa not able, Samoa. Able for tell the people they say they can have power. At 2028 election get for happen. You're not able for tell the people there. Then the tripartite is also there. The man not able for focus. Tell them don't pull and commodity. We don't want people like a Samoa for 2028. APC then focus on voting them for Uda for be flag bearer and I make all this way that decision I make it happen. Because they all focus on one post, all my one for be flag bearer.
Yeah.
See, but overall the time is there for talk. We don't see the greed. We don't see the greed by all the politicians in the country. And third force get for happen. I don't begin believing third force. It get for happen. Then the other thing I want to say to the people, no matter what the APC do now, are the lesser evil. We just get for make APC kind of power for them mad at you. This might don't tell where them box alone. And for Ola, I mean dream now and day. If they're all mad abuse and then the blood pressure in the past security inside my mind be less safe. Therefore, all matter be for come to justice, enough for go free, so that tomorrow the other person all repeat to see this man they repeat to. Now no more. Now me go for the APC by all means. Let what they do right now.
Thank you.
Just get for the BN and let them win this election. And a massive demonstration. Now get for embark on for policeman coming up.
All right. Thank you very much. Then that will be the last call today for the program. Thank you, Jibila. And so we tell ourselves plenty thank you, the people who don't call. And of course, you know, you will get through. Just remember, say tomorrow there is a chance for you. And when they come on the text messages there, this one they come up from Rockefeller. I say the 99 tactics of APC don't expire, bro. APC today, not to APC today, the game don't change completely. Now APC they cry retire, bro. Abdul Kagbo they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, now we get for help we self before God help we. Correct. I agree with you 100%. And this one they come up from Mary J say, what is wrong with these APC people? They are just crying like crying babies without taking any action. They will cry till 2028. This is why the SLPP guys said nothing will be changed from 2023 to 2023 election. Honestly, Mary J. But this is not your own party now. When they go call international community or they go raise concern. Can you imagine? Una your own party issue. Then go appoint people. Don't una your own people. They are even the other way go accept that appointments day. The one they will accept appointments day. You also get for blame them because if actually una get party hierarchy, una go through una party. Una go say, low party certify we. But you don't know wait till them party certify them. Then just go straight away, then go begin the work. You get the point. Don't they can't already, they can't cry. You know, they can't cry. We don't raise this, where the moral guarantor then can't serve, we can't raise them say, now so they don't do we, but we don't raise them serve ourselves, we don't. Can you imagine this now your own party now? Now my good God. Like God get patience. This one they come up from Kamara. It says Timothy Kaba. This one they come up from IJC Bell. It says, sorry, Mr. Komon-Tok. No other country can ask to access our database. This is illegal. They can ask our government to verify. Okay. And this one they come from Chris. He said, thanks for the information. Very helpful and important. Now, I think this person, let us clarify the person. What's in the time for talk here is not for letting get asked, that they're able to verify. Then they create a database, and the American governments, then they know everything, a part of the American government. You know, the embassies that they apply to, let's say the West. They don't deal with documents then times without number. And it's not about just we dealing with them documents and we self-work, you don't use them program. Now we about this, they talk. Saloma will like talk. Then he don't make for you a program. You succeed. Where you come back now, you know they just tap us. Some I say now we they put them back online. Now we they explain to people and back how we go, how forget the documents, and then get said and get informant, and then they get that information. They know everything what that happen. Their story there. You bought asylum business people somehow we don't succeed. They can't give the person another person that same story. The other person might go take and succeed. Another person. So the story they become what they say. Exhausted now the system. They already don't know say they can't say the angle put me pansoko, the angle uses me again. The story then they don't tell there. So that the same thing like don't document there. The American government want a central base where in then go get way for verify with documents there where they come where. For the past or sexy governments there, then they will get none. So just so you know that, not to let them begin and go inside, but for them get away for verify. Now that's like make them clear, let you get some clear for the benefits of other people. I will go quick one. This one they say, HK they say, well, that's why the leaders should make sure their citizens are self-sufficient. This one it come from Momos to say, sorry, America, you are not in the position to talk about safety. Okay, and this one they come up from okay, I think we don't take this one. And I don't know if we don't take the okay, all right. This one is more from CB. It said, Mr. Komon-Tok, seriously, when a country does not have an opposition, that country can never grow. This APC party is really not serious. And this one is more from Fode Suri Mansari. Say, Mother BO government full of fools across the board. All right. Okay, and I think Naya will tap the call sent for today as well as the messages there. We turn up plenty. Thank you. Yes, Kelvin, my dear friend, thank you for joining us as always. Much appreciated. Okay, Mr. Komon-Tok. Today is 6th October, sir. Okay, 6th. What I say? I say I call another number. Anyway, thank you. Maybe sometime I say 4th or so. At the 6th. Anyway, thank you. And yes, yes, Kate, thank you very much for joining us as always, and we appreciate you. Abdul Karim, thank you for joining us, and Aisatu Kamara from Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Fambo Nayao tap the program. Hopefully tomorrow back we'll see yourself. As soon as I know, Komon-Tok, not the done. As always, Komon-Tok in the day, everywhere, at any time. Tire we can tire no more, but the Komon-Tok there, they're not the tire. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok, wanna bye-bye. See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Oh, the world with a stand tall. Long here we are. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, place to be. We dey and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the wall, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, this how we voice. Armies who really make the choice from vibes, we dey comfort. Komon-Tok, a place to be, we dey yarn and prayer for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, we dey yarn for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go meet. Komon-Tok, it's now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, a place to be, we dey yarn and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we dey pave the way. Komon-Tok, ooh yeah. We dey talk on real